Hey awesome ones, Heather here. Are you trying, like really trying, to eat your servings of fruit and vegetables every day? Well, I am too, and the easiest way for me to do it is with a smoothie. So in this video I'm going to get to it and show you some smoothie recipes, and guess what? I even have a green smoothie recipe that tastes good, so let's get to it. Alright, so let's start with a green smoothie. By far the most difficult to like and to prepare. And the first few green smoothies that I did, like, they were a total yuck. And so I thought, okay, I'm just gonna go to the store, pay about $5 to $7. You know those little jars that they have, or whatever they are, the containers? They were awful. Like, for me, I guess everybody has different taste buds, but for me there was just, I don't know, there was some kind of an aftertaste. So I perfected the green smoothie and other smoothies as well. And I even figured out a way to keep kale and spinach lasting for months. What? Let's take a look. So before I start, let's talk about, it's heavy, the blender. And you know what? This video isn't being sponsored by Vitamix, but I've tried all kinds of other blenders, and for me, this is the best. This is the best blender out there. And if you go to your local coffee shop, chances are when they're making their frappuccinos, they're using a Vitamix. Now I gotta tell you, I've burnt out my fair share of blenders, and I don't know, like, you have to find a blender, for me anyway, that is really good with blending frozen fruits and ice, and there's nothing worse than starting to smell that smell of a burning motor. And I haven't found, I've had this Vitamix now for years, and it's got a many year warranty on it as well, so I know I'm sounding like a commercial, but I really love this. So I'm going to show you the green smoothie, the fruit smoothie. Here's my secret ingredient. Blueberries, frozen. Kale, yes, I found kale that's frozen, and I know there's frozen spinach out there as well. And even strawberries, and I know there's pineapple out there. This one is a strawberry, banana, and kiwi. So these are my secret ingredients, and you know what? They maintain, because a lot of these are flash frozen, they maintain their nutrients and their antioxidants and their vitamins, so the secret ingredient. And you know what? Stays in my freezer for months. Perfect. Now, of course, you can use fresh bananas or strawberries or even the kale and spinach. I just found that, you know, if I weren't making these smoothies, maybe I got busy or something on a regular basis, then I just had these bunches of kale kind of rotting in my fridge here, and it wasn't a good thing. But the other thing I want to make sure that you're aware of, please go online and make sure that the blender that you're using can sort of blend up these frozen fruits, because sometimes they get all clogged, and I don't want anybody having their blenders burning out. So hey, if you're checking these out, these recipes that I'm going to show you, and you like them, let me know in the comments. And if you have some other ideas for some great blender recipes that are really healthy, let me know in the comments as well. Let's share them all together. So if you've seen any of my recipes before, you know I'm not into the whole measuring thing, but you know, a lot of times most people aren't. So what you need to do is you need to put in the liquid first. Now I've got about, well, I do have exactly a cup and a half of water, so we're just going to pour that in there. And we're going to just put in, this is real lime juice, so good thing I got Bill behind the camera, because sometimes I need him for this. I'm just going to do a little squirt of the lime in there. And then one of the things for sweetness, and that's what I find, a lot of people say that these green smoothies, they taste like grass. So we don't want them to do that. So I am going to use my secret sweet ingredient, which is 100% pure maple syrup. And I guess depending on your taste, but I'm going to want about that much. And I'll clean that up later. And you know what? I can even put in some carrots in this. These are really good for your eyes, and we will put those in as it's sort of starting to blend. How about an apple? Now, we've tried, right Bill, we've tried a few different ways with the apples, and we found that the Macintosh apples are the best one. Now, the thing with the Vitamix is you just throw them in like that. Leave the skin on, throw them in like that. So easy peasy. And sometimes they say you can even throw the core in, but I don't want to do that. Let's just leave the core out of this. And for the yummy, healthy, wonderful kale, I'm just going to, again, you don't want this thing overflowing, so I'm just going to put it in like that. And then I'm going to put these guys on top like that. And yeah, I'm ready to go. I'll just make sure that everybody can see everything. So what you're going to do is you're going to put the lid on tight, and you're just going to, and you're going, oh, that's not doing much, but we just gradually bring it up. So sorry about the noise factor, but let's go. And now for the super duper power mode. Turn everything off here, all three of them, and let's pour this. All right, so look at how green that is. I mean, it's so healthy. And I could have added other items to this too. I could have maybe added some pineapple, or of course spinach would have worked as well. But I'm telling you, it is absolutely delicious. And as you could see when I poured it, I'll just pour a little bit more. There's no chunks coming out of here. It's really, really nice and smooth. So I certainly can drink that with one of those thicker straws, you know, those bigger straws. And a shout out and cheers to my daughter, Tara, who taught me this recipe. And she drinks these about 3 times a week. And she's one healthy person. Oh, and if you're wondering where you can find one of these Vitamixes, I'm going to make sure that we link them below in the description. And also, have you checked out, Amazon actually gave us a page for Awesome Over 50, and it's at amazon.com/shop/awesomeover50. And just look up in the section that's kitchen gadgets and appliances. There are favorite kitchen gadgets and appliances, and you're going to find the handy dandy Vitamix there. And by the way, we do make a little bit of commission when you do buy something, and thank you, a big huge thank you for that, because it really helps us to keep these videos going. So this is super easy to clean out too. But next, let's do a fruit recipe. And this fruit recipe is going to have a lot of antioxidants in it. And hey, if you kind of like these videos, don't forget to subscribe below and click on the bell, and that's the way you're going to be notified of our next inspirational videos. So we're going to do a strawberry fruit blueberry smoothie, and remember we put in the liquid first, and this is just a cup of water, and then I put a little bit of orange juice. This is organic orange juice, unsweetened orange juice, and we just put a little bit in there, a little bit more. And now what we can do is we can put the strawberries in, and as you see, I'm using the frozen strawberries. So Bill's behind the camera laughing at me. This is the way that I do things. But anyway, and I usually use a banana, but so many times I found that the bananas, they just go brown and moldy and yucky, and I can't use them. This one is on its way out, but it's still pretty good, so I'm just going to throw that in there. But I also found a trick where I continue to make my smoothies, and it's Da 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 da! Strawberries, banana, and kiwi. And there's actually, I don't know if Bill can see it in there, there's frozen bananas in there. So no longer do I have to worry about the bananas going ripe. I can always just go to the freezer, and these last for months. They do have expiry dates on them, but oh, this one's like 2 years from now, so that's pretty cool. And of course, we gotta have our blueberries, and this is one of those high in antioxidant things, so we're just gonna throw those in there, and yeah, put the lid on, and away we go. Let's go like this. So we do it slowly again, and of course we had the liquids in first and then the frozen, and away we go. Let's give this a pour. Alrighty. And can you just see how nice and smooth that is? Even with all those frozen ingredients in it, it's such a nice smooth pour. And you know, you can also use this recipe if it's a hot day, a barbecue day, add a little bit of ice and maybe a little bit of rum, and you're eating healthy and you're enjoying it too. So it's time for our little Yorkie, Hurricane, and when Hurricane comes out, he's here to remind us to talk to you about, yes you are, the other videos and the upcoming videos that we have. Now Hurricane, he actually eats better than we do. He's on a special kind of diet, he gets special food, and look at how he looks, he's over 50. Oh, and if you're wondering, hey, what happened to the beauty and fashion videos? Well, they're over on the other channel, which is youtube.com/awesomeover50. So we now have two channels for you. So yeah, that's what's going on. But coming up in this channel, of course, we're planning some more healthy food items, and we're also planning on doing a video on being unplugged. Now you might say to yourself, I don't need that, being unplugged. But we're actually trying to be in our waking hours, 17 hours of being unplugged. I'm talking no TV, no cell phone, you know, gadgets or anything, apps or anything like that. And also no music. So you might think, no music? Yeah, no distractions at all, just going for walks or sitting in the yard and just talking, and it's not as easy to do as you would think. So we actually did a list of unplugged things that we can do, so we'll share a lot of those ideas with you. And so, you know what? We just love you guys, our awesome ones, don't we, Bill?
Oh, absolutely.
You are, you inspire us to keep on doing these videos. You're so encouraging and sharing in the comments, and we want you to stay healthy. We want you to have a lot of vim and vigor. And we want you to keep it awesome.